So I started by talking about how you'd recently left your staff developer advocate role at Anyscale. But I want to talk about what you were doing in that role because the open source framework Ray that you were advocating for there is sensational. I mean, we have been
Love Ray.
AI software companies that I've had for years have been using Ray as a key part of of our stack. So tell us about Ray and why listeners need to know about it.
So to level set, if you don't know what Ray is a Python native open source distributed computing framework. And what's great about Ray is, it's open source, Python native. Spark is probably something that people use that's I think for AI workloads, Ray works really well, especially AI infra. And the reason is, one, you have more multimodal data you're dealing with, right? Video, audio, text. So, and I think as agentic AI systems get more complex, right, you need that distributed computing part. Many engineers are not coming to start being orchestrators of everything. An ML engineer wants to just build something. They don't want to start being a distributed computing expert potentially. And it actually was born that way. And I think Robert would be a good guest, by the way, on your podcast. Robert Nishihara, actually, co-founder of Anyscale and co-creator of Ray. They were at Berkeley, Jan Stoika's lab. And they created, because of reinforcement learning at the time, for reinforcement learning at the time, they were ML researchers and they were spending more time on distributed computing and distributed systems over building and working on ML research. And so a lot of it was to help that. But the funny part was that because they made it work for reinforcement learning, today it ends up, reinforcement learning for a bit was kind of like not talked about. And now it's like back because a lot of
RLHF.
Right. A lot of the biggest models today, DeepSeek, all that, they're all using RLHF and different variations of reinforcement learning. So I think now it's not just for reinforcement learning, the library's expanded. So the thing about Ray is it actually works on multiple different parts of the stack. So Ray data, Ray train, as it sounds, for training, Ray serve for serving. And it's the same language, Python native. It's fantastic. I definitely recommend checking it out. There's also a lot of native integrations if you use it. If you're using, for example, VLLM and Hugging Face and all that, there's a lot of native integrations. Maybe if you're doing distributed training, you'd be using Ray data and Ray train. There's a lot of different libraries pretty much built on top. I think I'm throwing a lot of information, but for the most part, it's helping engineers not have to be distributed computing experts and writing in the language they're used to building in. And whether you're building an MCP server and you want to serve, you could use Ray. Or if you're doing distributed training, you could use Ray to distribute the workload because a lot of this does not fit. The problem you're solving is it's not fitting on one GPU, right? You have multiple GPUs, TPUs, and all the multimodal data we have in the world, 80% plus of it right now is important because that's your unlock for businesses.